Now the sixth characteristic of genetic code is the degeneracy. A single amino acid may be specified by many codons. So we have seen that a single amino acid, like for example, the leucine. If, for example, leucine, it is represented by codon, the genetic code like UGC, or it can be represented by the genetic codon UAC also. So leucine will be representing two types of the genetic codon, that is the UGC or UAC. So a single amino acid, that is like the leucine, it may be specified by many codons like like the UGC or CUG or CUA or CUU. So these different types of the codons may be formed for a single amino acid like the leucine, for example. So this is called as the degeneracy, and such codons are called as the degenerate codons. Means one amino acid, that is the leucine, will be represented in three different forms like the UGC or UAC, the CUG or CUA or CUU. All these three types of the codons will be present for a single amino acid like the leucine. So these are such type of the single amino acid. When they are specified by many codons, then they are called as the degenerate codons. There are 6 possible codons according to the triple base code hypothesis, out of which 61 codons are for different amino acids, and the remaining 3 codons are the nonsense codons, or they are also called as the stop codons. Thus the number of codons is more than the number of the amino acids. Then the wobble hypothesis. Now wobble hypothesis is also one of the characteristic of genetic code. The hypothesis was put forward by Francis Crick in 1965. According to this hypothesis, the anticodon present in the tRNA has a capacity to pair with more than one codon present in the messenger RNA. So in the wobble hypothesis, we will see that the anticodon which are present on the tRNA has a capacity to pair with more than one codon which are present on the messenger RNA molecule. So this is due to the non-specificity of the third base of the anticodon. This non-specific third base is called as the wobble base. So the anticodon which are present in the tRNA has a capacity to pair with more than one codon which are present in the messenger RNA. So this will show the non-specificity of the third base ऑफ दी एंटीकोडॉन. थर्ड बेस का जो एंटीकोडॉन का जो थर्ड बेस है उसमें वो नॉन स्पेसिफिसिटी दिखाता है. सो दिस नॉन स्पेसिफिक थर्ड बेस इज कॉल्ड एज दी वॉबल बेस. दिस बेस कैन पेयर विथ अ नॉर्मल बेस and also with an unusual base. In the unusual base pairing of the wobble base is called as the wobble pairing. For example, the anticodon UCG of tRNA, the UCG is this representing the serine amino acid on the tRNA. It will recognize or will pair with the codon AGC in the messenger RNA. Here the third base, that is the G of tRNA, that is UCG का जो serine का UCG जो है उसमें का G जो है tRNA पे, that will pair with this C, that is AGC in the messenger with C of messenger RNA molecule. GC pairing, thus it will be the normal GC pairing is the normal base pairing, that is adenine will always pair with thymine and guanine will always pair with the cytosine. So the G when it pairs with G base pair of the tRNA, when it pairs with the C base pair of the messenger RNA, then it shows the normal base pairing. So the UCG anticodon can also pair with the another codon UCU. Here the third base G of tRNA, it pairs with the U of messenger RNA. The GU, which is an unusual base, that is guanine, when it pairs with the we can say uracil, then it is the unusual base pairing. Then pairing, then it is called as the wobble base pairing. Wobble hypothesis helps the tRNA to carry more than one amino acids. So here in this figure you can see the wobble hypothesis. The messenger RNA is shown above, that is messenger RNA having the codons as the codons as AGC, and the other messenger having AGU type of the codon, whereas it will get it will show the base pairing with the anticodons on the tRNA, like A will pair with U or